Hello everyone, this is AlzaboHD with a great video for you here today. In this video, we will be checking out some of the most interesting hidden and secretive releasable nations found in Europa Universalis 4. I have selected my pick of the most 10 interesting releasable nations that range from bizarre idea sets and religions to impossible achievements in starting difficulties. Let's get started with number 10. Starting off the list at number 10 is the city-state of Luxembourg. Releasable from Burgundy at the 1444 starting date, Luxembourg starts as a prince in the Holy Roman Empire, and its national ideas are tailored well to a diplomatic HRE game. Idea highlights include a +1 to both diplomatic reputation and diplomatic relations, and also include an additional diplomat slot. Also, Luxembourg's culture of Wallonian allows him to inform France if something bad were to happen to the big blue blob across your southwestern border. Next up on the list at number 9 is the Ukrainian Orthodox Christian horde of Zaporozhye. This bizarre and one-of-a-kind nation is releasable from both Lithuania and Crimea, but Lithuania is recommended as it contains more of their cores. The only Christian horde in the game, Zaporozhye's idea set is a mixture of bonuses to looting, warfare, religious unity, and manpower modifiers. As a Ruthenian-cultured nation, Zaporozhye is also able to form Ruthenia, also known as Ukraine, which gives them the ability to switch their national ideas upon Ruthenia's formation events. If you have the Third Rome DLC, you can also benefit from Ruthenia's government form of Russian Principality that gives you access to borderline overpowered decisions, events, and event troops to more easily overpower your pleb neighbors and wreak havoc with your Orthodox hordes. For number 8, I have selected the frustratingly difficult and tiny island of Gotland. Releasable from Denmark after separatist rebels are put down in the 1444 start, Gotland is a unique nation that has the rare government form of Noble Republic. Gotland's idea set is bizarre, with highlights including a 15% core creation cost tradition for conquering land more quickly and efficiently. Outside of this tradition, Gotland's idea set is custom tailored to playing heavy on the ships, with upgrades to privateer efficiency, reductions in ship costs, increases in global trade power, and additional merchants, and a huge plus 33% increase to your naval force limit modifier. Perhaps somewhat untrue to its name, Gotland does not have much land, and acquiring more clay and territory for the nation will prove challenging, given the low development of this one province minor. At number 7 on the list is Yazd, the only nation in the game that has the bizarre and incestuous Zoroastrian religion within their borders. Releasable from the massive and sprawling Timurids at the 1444 start, Yazd is able to convert to Zoroastrianism quickly by spawning religious rebels in their capital or by using an event. Although Yazd suffers from the underpowered and dreaded generic idea group, Yazd is able to form Persia after conquering and uniting the Persian territories from the declining Timurid Empire. One trick I recommend is to ally all of the other rebellious vassals of the Timurids and strike as soon as your truce is up to gobble up the provinces that you need. The Zoroastrian religion provides +2 tolerance of the true faith and +10% trade efficiency and provides no unique events, but does allow you to intermarry your closest family members and produce offspring so inbred that it would make the Habsburgs twitch their massive chins in disgust. Next up on the list at number 6 is the Sikhist pick of the video, Punjab. Punjab can be released from either Multan or Delhi at the 1444 start. In addition to having one of the coolest sword flags in the game, Punjab is centrally located for the birth of Sikhism that pops up by event in around 1488. Punjab has absolutely insane military ideas, including +20% manpower, +5% discipline, and +10% morale for their armies. On top of this, their unique religion of Sikhism provides an additional +10% morale for their armies and a -10% military technology cost reduction, giving Punjab access to Prussian space marines and the Indian subcontinent. Furthermore, Punjab can form the Indian superstate of Bharat, as Sikhism is included in the dharmic religion requirement of that nation's formation decision. Forming Bharat will give Punjab permanent claims on all provinces of the Indian subcontinent and will allow the player to possibly obtain the achievement "The Sun Never Sets on the Indian Empire," whereby the player must own the Cape in South Africa, London, Hong Kong, and Ottawa in Canada. Quite possibly the most bizarre releasable nation on this list, at number 5 we have the nation of cannons, Smolensk. Releasable from Lithuania at the 1444 start date, Smolensk has a spiffing cannon flag and even more spiffing cannon ideas. If you like the idea of artillery spam and conquering cities and forts quickly, Smolensk is the perfect choice for you. Artillery does 10% more damage, costs 20% less, sieges are 10% more effective, and your armies receive +10% to land fire damage with Smolensk's national ideas. On top of this, Smolensk's primary culture is East Slavic, which allows you to form Russia and keep your canon crazy ideas. If you have the Third Rome DLC, you can also benefit from Smolensk's government form of Russian Principality that gives you access to borderline overpowered decisions, events, and event troops. Hailing from Middle-earth, or more accurately Western Anatolia, is Saruhan at number 4. Possessing the coolest flag in the game, and an Easter egg homage to Lord Saruman's crest from the Lord of the Rings, Saruhan is releasable from the Ottomans at the 1444 start date. Possessing the incredibly powerful Anatolian idea set, Saruhan has immediate access to plus 5% discipline for their armies, and a further negative 20% coring cost for their conquests. In addition to their insane military and conquest idea sets, Saruhan also has the ability to form the Sultanate of Rum, which exchanges their awesome flag for a boring eagle, but allows them access to the overpowered Ottoman government form, which increases absolutism, gives yearly legitimacy, and lowers autonomy in all of your provinces each month. One cool idea with Saruhan is to fabricate and conquer your way into northern Italy and swap religions to Catholic so that you can join the Holy Roman Empire as Lord Saruman of Saruhan. You can also fabricate claims on the Genoese island of Scio to gain easy access to a difficult war where you can access Genoa's northern Italian provinces, provided that you are able to beat them in a war. With these provinces, you will be able to join the Holy Roman Empire, assuming that you have positive relations with the Emperor. Next up at number 3 is the nation of Man that hails from the Isle of Man. Releasable from England at the 1444 start, Man is the manly nation of Manx culture, with the unique idea set granting them huge bonuses to naval warfare, discounts on core creation cost, extra diplomats, and an ambition that increases their discipline by plus 5%. Man has well-rounded ideas suitable to a variety of situations. Man also has a unique achievement called the Empire of Man, where the player must conquer all island provinces in the game. This makes for an incredibly unique game that can put to use Man's superior naval ideas. With skill and a bit of luck, the three-legged abomination flag can be raised on every coastal province and island in the game. Nearing the top of our list is Finland at number 2. Releasable from Sweden at the 1444 game start, Funland provides a challenging and unique start that has the player navigate independence from Sweden and Denmark. Funland gives the player an incredibly overpowered plus 5% to discipline at the game start with their traditions, and also has an idea set that lowers technology cost and increases attrition for enemies. Much like their eastern neighbors Muscovy and Novgorod, Funland can use forts in their snowbound provinces to wreak havoc on any nation unfortunate and stupid enough to declare war on them. A fun idea for Funland would be to conquer all of the northern provinces of the world and laugh at all of the would-be Napoleons and Hitlers who would dare invade your frigid country in the heart of winter. At the top spot of our list of most interesting releasable nations in Europa Universalis 4 is Simeon, also known as Beta Israel. The only Jewish nation in the game, Simeon is releasable from Ethiopia at the 1444 game start. Hailing from the lost tribe of Dan, Simeon is an incredibly unique and bizarre African Jewish nation with an equally strange idea set. Highlights include the almost unheard of plus 3 tolerance of the true faith, which gives Simeon almost no rebel problems in their Jewish provinces. Additional ideas include plus 10% to morale and plus 20% to their national manpower. I am currently in the process of playing a Simeon campaign where I will migrate my empire from Africa into Europe and eventually form a Jewish Germany. Simeon is an incredibly fun and interesting nation to play as, and I recommend it to anyone who is looking for something new and fresh. Judaism unfortunately has no unique events that I have seen so far, but it does offer tolerance to the true faith and a unique bonus of +1 to your advisor pool. That concludes my top picks for most interesting releasable nations in Europa Universalis 4. What releasable nations do you enjoy playing? Do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comment box below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.